Welcome back. So far, we only had two types of applications or two types of scenarios. And before I move on, I just wanted to make sure that you understand this. The first scenario or application type is to let the user start the conversation. It could be a conversation about anything or a specific conversation. And the functions associated with this type of application is the process message because we are waiting for a message from the user. And once we get it, we will be processing it. And the array that is related to it is the array of possible messages. And the key here is to have so many messages and responses, expected messages and responses, so that you can respond to the user. So I want you to remember that the most important things is the array of expected messages or possible messages with responses, corresponding responses, and the process message function. Those are the most important things when it comes to let the user start a conversation. And you can employ that to anything you want. It could be, again, it could be about a specific thing or a general thing. The second type of application is the chatbot starts the conversation, which is asking questions. In that case, you might just want to collect data about users, or you just want a normal chatbot about anything or a specific thing again. And the functions associated with this are, first we have the ask question. We first need to ask the question and wait for the answer. Once we get the answer, we can store it inside the questions to ask, inside the answer key, and then we move on to the second question. So we start with the first question, which is what's your name, or whatever question you want, and then you get the answer, and then you move on to the second question, and then you move to the third, and you continue until the array finishes. So this is the second type of application of chatbot. We have the ask question function and the questions to ask array. So these very, very important. And the questions, again, the questions can be general or specific. And there is no problem about adding, about the length of the array. You can add as many questions as you want, maybe 3 questions, maybe 10 questions. It depends upon your application. So now we have two types of applications.